Hey guys, welcome back. So in this lesson, we are going to jump right in and create a pin, a custom pin from a ShopStyle collective merchant. So let's get on over to my Etsy store here. I've chosen Etsy for this tutorial just because Etsy has so much to offer, and it is a very high converting merchant for Pinterest affiliates. So I was searching for some Valentine stuff because Valentine's coming up and that's what's kind of trending on the feed. And I've had really good luck with these SVG files. So these are the files that crafters use to make t-shirts and all sorts of other really cute stuff. So I'm going to use this I Dig You and First Valentine's Day. So we're going to click. I've actually already saved them to my computer. By the way, if you hear random dog noises in the background, I don't have toddlers. I have two very crazy Doberman that have decided to be a little pains in the butts today, and this is the 5th time I've tried recording this video. So don't mind the dog noises. Anyway, so from the image, you'll just right-click and save image to your computer, whatever file or folder you have for this thing. So do the one, go back, and we'll do the second one. And so on as far as how many images you're using for your pin. Right click save, and then we'll leave it on this page here. So now let's hop on over to your Canva. We are going to use a 900 by 1800 canvas. Click design. All right, so you're going to upload those two images. I've already done that here. And then once they're uploaded, just click on them. Drag them to where you want them. By the way, these are totally, you can manipulate them in size, make them smaller, make them bigger, offset them, turn them upside down, whatever you need to do for the graphic appeal that you're going for. So I'm going to make them a little bigger. And all right, so now I'm going to add some text. So I'm going to use the large heading here. I'm going to type in Valentine SVG files. And I'm going to make it bigger. Maybe a little bigger. Let's see. Yeah. Now we don't want this space here, so if you come up here to spacing, you can pull it together or break it apart. Now for breaking it apart, if you had a phrase or several words, a word combination, and let's say you had 3 words that you were using and you wanted the middle word to be different than the others, meaning it might be a different color or different font. So you would put your phrase in here. So let's say I was doing Valentine's Day SVG files, but I wanted the day to be a different color and font. So I would leave that word out, spread it apart, and then open up a new text window and write that word in there and put it the color and font that I want and then drag it right here to the center. So that's how you would do that, and that's simply to get the space in between it, right on. I mean, you could just do the word one and do the second set of words separately, but it's much easier just to do it this way. But we don't need the space, so drag it back to about right there. Pull it down. Now I actually want this to be red. So I'm going to click on red here. I'm going to kind of pull this around until I get about the color that I want. A little darker here. And I want to add a border. So in shapes, I'm just going to do this, and it's going to be the same red color. So I'm going to zoom this in just a little bit. So I don't want the whole thickness of the border, so I'm going to do about half. Make sure it's the same on all the sides as far as how wide or the thickness of it, as best as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to add one more bit of text here. And I'm going to change this to that font, and I'm going to make it a little bigger. So that's a 48. That's on the bottom. Okay. Now center it. This dotted line that shows up in the center, that centers it on the canvas, but sometimes you'll see additional dotted lines, and that's centering it in relation to another image that you have. So I want this to come up a little higher. Now you notice I'm trying to click on the Valentine and it's not letting me click because it's on the bottom layer. This border is on the top, so I can move that down. Just move it back. And we'll move it back to the top. So you see it's even underneath this. So we could actually probably just move it forward 1, 2. There we go. So now I can click on this. So everything you add, whatever you add next will be on the top later. So if you need to edit the thing you did before, that's how you'll get back to it. Or you can just simply move this thing over, but then you have to center it back up. There we go. So I'm going to pull it up. So now I need something for this white space here. So I'm just going to add a black bar. I'm going to click on this solid square, make it black. I'm going to drag it out here to the end. We'll go with about that width. That's my dog jingling here. Now I need 2 of these and I want them to be exactly the same width. So just click on it and hit copy. And then drag the new one down here. Anything you create in here, if you want another one exactly the same, instead of creating it again, just hit copy. So that looks about centered. And so there's your pin. Hit download. Leave it at PNG and then just click the word download and it downloads. And then once it opens up here, you'll save it to whatever folder you have on your desktop or on your computer that you're going to save them in. So I'm going to close this out. So now we're over here in Pinterest. So all you got to do to upload, we've done this before, click upload image, upload, and there's the image I want to do. And so now we go over to Etsy and we're on this store. So this link's going to link to her store and then they can see any of the things that she has to offer. So you're going to click on your little link it tool in the tool browser. Now sometimes Etsy, for some reason, there we go, takes a moment. You may have to click out and then go back, but you're just going to click copy link, back over to Pinterest and paste it in there. Continue, and then you'll write something in here. Create super cute Valentine outfits for the kids with these Valentine SVG files. Hashtag ad, because you have to disclose that this is an affiliate pin. And then I'll do all of the Valentine's Day, Valentine. Hashtag SVG. Files. And you know, you're going to put several of them in there. Some people also do it before the hashtag. They'll put like SVG and then the straight up and down line, which is let's see, so file and then shift. It's not coming up on here. I think something's wrong with my keyboard. Anywho, you can also separate them by comma, but the whole point is that you're ensuring that this pin is also SEO, search engine optimization, meaning that it has the keyword. So if someone is searching up here in the Pinterest search, what words would they typically be searching? If they're searching for SVG files, they might search SVG files or Valentine SVG. So just think, if you were looking for this item yourself, what word or word combinations would you use, and use variations of them, because you might use this specific word, someone else might use it in a little bit different spelling or different variation. So put 3 to 5, maybe more, depending on what it is, and that's it. And then I am going to save it to my Valentine board over here. And I actually have sections in my board, specifically one for SVG files. And that is it. So now when I come over here to my profile, there we go. It's just loading really slow. There it is. And if you actually went to my boards, it would be there in the section. So that is, from start to finish, how to create a pin for a ShopStyle Collective merchant. We're going to do one more video, and that will be creating a pin and linking it to a merchant in Share a Sale, which will pretty much be the same process for any of the other hubs. But I do Share a Sale a lot, and you will probably use Share a Sale a lot as well. So we'll get in there and create a pin from the graphics offered by a merchant that is already in there. So we'll be back in just a moment.